So, when geopolitical tensions rise and headlines start flashing red, the first thing people do is look at the stock market. As a home loan expert, I look at the foundation, specifically how global conflict, like what we're seeing in the Middle East, impacts the structural integrity of your home buying power right now. So, there's a lot of noise out there, but here's some basic breakdowns on how this is affecting the lending environment currently. As many of you have seen, subject to change without notice because things are crazy. So, conflict often puts pressure on oil prices, which feeds into inflation. This is why we're seeing the Fed hold steady on rates. For those who are waiting for big, massive cuts, the data suggests we are in a higher for longer environment. But let's keep this all in perspective. National conventional home rate averages are hovering around 6.3. VA and FHA are pretty solidly into the middle fives. Historically, that's really not that far off. Mortgage rates in the fives and six were pretty normal prior to COVID. Every single one of you watching this has someone in their family that tells you about how they paid 15% interest back in the day. Here in the East Valley, Gilbert, Mesa, Chandler, we aren't really seeing a housing crash. We're seeing a little bit of a supply squeeze. People are moving here for the infrastructure and the lifestyle. So if you find a home where the numbers make sense today, you still should probably just buy the house. If the market shifts and a refinance becomes viable later, sure, we've already built that into your long-term blueprint. If you do a fixed rate loan, the rate cannot go up, but you retain the option to lower it through a refinance later. The key point would be that you already got the house. So comment or DM with any specific questions about this, particularly if you want to go into more technical details. I can go on and on about stock market, bond market, and mortgage rates, but the reality is nobody would watch that video. So if you want an individual deep dive, just let me know.